principal.
Yeah.
We will
Okay,
begin the
sir.
program now.
Okay, please.
Dear learned men and women from across India who have joined us this morning, a very warm welcome to all of you, very especially the eminent resource person, Dr. Pavan Kumar, esteemed members of Indian Academy Education Trust, and educating minds of teaching fraternity. On a weekend morning, all of you have joined us to tune your ears and mind to the sound waves from Rourkela in Odisha to wherever you are in, and to listen, understand, assimilate, and comprehend what is higher dimensional science. From a tiny grass to a tallest tree, from the deepest seabeds to snow-capped mountains, from a speck of matter to a galaxy of stars and beyond, from the gentle, soothing breeze to a wild and destructive tsunami waves, have always fascinated human mind and will continue to do so for centuries to come. Our rational mind thirsts to fathom the unfathomable richness of nature and its behavior. Despite the notion that we are driven by lower impulses like hunger, sex, anger, and fear, the higher brain dominates everything. We human are proud of our intellect. In the intellectual phase, we have endless choices. The intellectual brain uses logic, rational thought in order to deal with the world in a mindful manner. What we considered as scientific fictions are becoming reality in today's world. To help us understand and to take our minds to a higher level of thinking and understanding, we have with us an outstanding eminent scientist, Dr. Pavan Kumar, all the way from NIT Rourkela. May I have your attention, my dear participants, drawn to the accomplishments of Dr. Pavan Kumar as a prelude to the symphony that he will perform during the next 45 minutes on higher dimensional science. Dr. Pavan Kumar is truly an excellent and outstanding scientist. From his younger days to his postgraduate studies and doctoral studies, he has won several academic scholarships, which reflects the kind of mindset that he has and the intellect that he has developed over the period of time. At a middle age, he has become professor and former head of physics and astronomy of NIT Rourkela. His credentials and accomplishments are too many and runs into pages. But what is most important for the teaching fraternity and scientific community is to know that Dr. Pavan Kumar has published 90 research articles in the outstanding international and national index journals. He has helped 8 scholars to complete their PhD and continues to inspire 9 more research scholars to complete their PhD. His research interests are synthesis and characterization of bulk, thin, and nano-functional materials on composite by various synthesis techniques like solid-state reaction route, chemical route, combustion technique, microwave processing techniques, etc. He has won many awards. He had been a member of Bihar Public Service Commission for 2 consecutive years, way back in 2016 and 17. Having completed his PhD at IIT Delhi, he joined the Department of Physics and Astronomy at NIT Rourkela. To his credit, he has research collaboration with Professor Dr. D.K. Agarwal, Penn State University, USA, Professor Dr. Andre Kolkin from Portugal, and Professor Lee from South Korea. He was an invited speaker at ICMAT 2011 in Singapore. Certainly, it is a privilege to listen to such a wonderful person, academician, scientist, and a great intellectual on a topic called higher dimensional science. Higher dimensional science deals with spaces frequently occur in mathematics and the sciences. They may be parameter spaces or configuration spaces, such as in Lagrangian or Hamiltonian mechanics, which are abstract spaces independent of the physical space we live in. Dr. Pawan Kumar will share with us about the progress in modern science, the basic assumptions and faith involved in hypothesizing the modern scientific theory, conducting the experiments, and then accepting it by common men. He will touch upon three important aspects of higher dimensional science. Number one, limitations of modern sciences regarding analyzing and studying material and antimaterial. Number two, alternative scientific approach, particularly under the light of ancient sciences. And number three, case studies of effect of studying antimaterial sciences. Dr. Pawan Kumar, we are honored to have such an eminent scientist, young, energetic, and enthusiastic with us this morning, and to share your knowledge and wisdom with the rest of the teaching fraternity. Once again, a hearty welcome to you on behalf of the management, staff, students, and the principal. I hand over the mic to you, sir. The rest of 1 hour is yours. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Xavier, giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts through you to the faculty, students. I'm really thankful. So, can I start, sir? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, the very good morning to the participants, to faculty, students, and the management people giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts about the topic what I've chosen, higher dimensional science. Since the participants are from different streams, as the organizers they conveyed me, so I try to make my presentations kind of broad, so that all streams people they can relate with it. So in this the higher dimensional science, what we will be trying to see, we will be trying to see the bigger picture, and so that we can approach towards the reality. Okay, so what's it shown in the slides, various peoples they are trying to analyze the different parts of the elephants, and they are concluding and giving their theories. But a person who is seeing the complete I mean, picture, the elephant, he knows these different parts. They themselves are not the complete thing, rather they are the part of the whole thing. Okay, so this is what we'll try to see. Okay, so here, okay, okay, so these are the outlines. I'll discuss about the progress in modern scientific field, and how scientific modeling of a theory is proposed, and how the theory is then tested, and how it is accepted, and what are the limitations in the presently the matter based theories, they are dominating. So there are limitations are coming. So we'll see why those limitations are there, and how we can come over, and then finally we'll be touching the other theories, particularly the anti-material science theories, and their applicability, their importance in the present scenarios. And also we will also be seeing the consequences if we ignore these anti-material science theories, particularly related to the ancient Indian science we will be seeing. And finally we'll be concluding actually. Okay, so so this is the brief definition of science and technology. The science actually the aim of the science is to discover or explain the some phenomena, and also to predict the future, means the phenomena may be related to the natural, or means social, they may be natural or social phenomena. And of course technology, which is dominating presently, it deals with the principles of science, applying it, and means using those principles in our day-to-day life, what we call as the technology actually. So so now this slide shows the progress in the modern science and technology. Of course there are so many scientists are there, but means I've just shown some means prominent scientists like Newton, Einstein, present day Stephen Hawking, who are regarded as the biggest scientists in the modern scientific fields. And means with the development of science, we have also means we are witnessing the what comforts, and what means how they are solving various problems faced by our like forefathers, and within the like 50 years, the tech and the science and technology has made our life really means comfortable in all field of life actually. And so that's what is the like means the development in modern science technology is leading us to. Okay, now here how means modern scientific theory is modeled actually. So there are some considerations. When we give a theory, means some considerations are taken, like these beliefs we take all phenomena, physical or anti-physical, they can be interpreted in language of mathematics. Okay, this is one of the what we say as the axiom of the modern scientific theory in terms of account the theory. And the second axiom is that these physical laws, okay, they are applicable everywhere at all times. And the third assumptions what we take is that fundamental laws are simple. So these in terms of these fundamental axioms, we base our modern theory, and these assumptions means in terms of modeling the theory, these assumptions are taken as facts. But it's difficult, not only difficult, rather it is practically impossible to prove that these axioms are true, because but means we base our theories on these axioms. And the proposer of the theory, he or she has to have a firm faith in these axioms in terms of accounting the phenomena in terms of the given theories. Like all phenomena can be interpreted in language of mathematics, and the laws are applicable everywhere all times, and these fundamental laws are simple. Okay, so but means once we have these we have the faith in the theory and we propose the theory, and then only we proceed forward, we conduct the experiment, we verify the proposed theories, and then this theory is accepted actually. So means here means in the scientific methodology, scientist proposes a suitable hypothesis related to the unresolved experiments or the phenomena. Then the related to the proposed theory, the scientists they do the experiment, and then based on the experimental results relating with the proposed theories, the theory is accepted. So this is the brief way of how this development in the scientific field is taking place. So now here again, I want to just emphasize that in conducting the, I mean, in proposing the theory, in conducting the experiment, experimentalist should have found belief and the faith in the proposed theories, and of course in the method of doing the experiment. And then means the result, whatever the result comes, then we relate back with the theories, and then we talk about whether the theory is acceptable or not acceptable. So now what means with the scientific development, what we are means we are seeing whenever drastically new type of concepts are being proposed, they are not easily accepted actually, because people have preconceptions, and means to accept the new theories. And so here I have quoted some of the references of the great scientists, like in the case of Einstein's and the Bohr-Einstein's debate, when the development in the this quantum mechanics and the subatomic fields was coming up, and the new theories were proposed, and those theories, those concepts were means they were opposed like anything. Like we can see here, like this is the very old somehow I got this one, this uh, the the Einstein paper was rejected, like his of course this was in the year 1907, when means Einstein was not famous actually. So what the means the new concepts or the new the type of thinking what he proposed, the it was just straightway rejected actually. Okay, so so what means, and here these are the famous scientists, and so like Max Planck, he was the he's regarded as the father of the quantum mechanics. This theory came into existence 100 years before, and it's it means it's able to solve or predict all type of phenomena, to explain all type of phenomena. So when Max Planck he proposed the quantum light of nature, that concept was also means was not accepted by that time prominent scientist, and he became so fed up with the oppositions of his concept that he gave this famous statement actually, that we cannot convince these people actually, the present people. Rather what happens, these people they die, and then a new generation comes with a new mind setup, and then they accept the theories actually. And okay, so this was what he realized, Max Planck, what he realized means with his concepts. Now coming to this how theory is accepted by common people like us. So here these are famous words from Bhagavad Gita: yada yada acharati shrestha tata devtaro jana स यद pramanam kurute lokastadanuvartate. So here this fits well actually. Whatever action is performed by a great man, common man follows in his footsteps, and whatever standard he sets by the exemplary acts, all the world pursues actually. So this is what is happening. On what basis we accept, like our seniors, they accept the theories, and we have firm faith in our seniors, our superiors, scientists. And then once we see their acceptance, then we also accept, like you consider the case of the theory of relativity by Einstein. So you must be knowing actually this Einstein theory still people like uh, they are means proving the concepts of theory of relativity proposed by Einstein actually. Okay, this general theory of relativity this year Nobel Prize also related with the like relativity principles. So but he didn't get Nobel Prize in the related to this theory of relativity. Rather, he got Nobel Prize in the like discovery this Planck's what we say this photoelectric effect. So so which looks very very simple actually. So but because this concept of spatial theory relate with the space time all these principles, and very difficult to understand for common people. And so in terms of proving this the principles of spatial theory of relativity, a very complicated jargon of modern science is required, which is out of reach of the common persons. And of course to experimentally verify those concepts, very sophisticated instruments are required, which are also out of reach of the like people like they are this sophisticated instrument facilities is is accessible to very handful of people actually. And whatever they are proposing, whatever they are claiming, and common people like us, we accept based on our belief and the faith in our superior scientists and the uh, technologist actually. You consider the case of like how many of us have done the experiment to verify age of Earth. But like the modern science is proposing the age of Earth is 4.543 billion years. Okay, so it's practically means it's to as a scientist means how we can prove whether the actually the age of the Earth is 4.543 billion. Because for that we need to go back actually and see how this whole thing started actually. But we are just accepting because our superior scientists, they are proposing some theories complicated like mathematical jargons, and based on that we believe, yeah, they might be presenting us the truth. Now again consider the case of Big Bang theory of the about the origin of universe. So this also means thus we accept it's a kind of belief because some superior scientists they are proposing, and we have faith in them. And but practically it means it's very difficult to comprehend the Big Bang theory. I will just touch brief points. The main points of Big Bang theory are that initially there was nothing, and then what was there? Only one point was there, and its mass was infinite, its temperature was infinite, and then the explosion took place, and then whole thing started expanding. That what we call as the like Big Bang theory. So means to a common person like us, it doesn't fit in our brain actually. Initially there was nothing, then what was there? Only one point was there. From where the point came? So means, but this theory is accepted. This is being taught in the school colleges because our superior scientists, our superiors, they have proposed, they have and we are believing. Like consider the case of man landing the moon actually. Here these two pictures are shown actually, like some debates are there, like the USA flag waving is shown in the one picture, and we it's being proposed there is no atmosphere on the surface of moon, then how the flag is waving. And another like 24th July to 1969, this two astronauts, they went into the space. And here in this other picture, one astronaut is there, another is taking picture, then who is there in the another picture. Means some debates is going on, and in the USA actually near about 30% people, they don't believe that actually we have gone to the moon. But these are, but we are accepting because our superiors, they are being they are accepting, and we accept, yes, this must be true. Now coming to this in our day-to-day academics, how the means knowledge is imparted. So knowledge is imparted in terms of the like superiors from is coming, it is being present in the books, and our teacher professor, they present to the students what we call as the descending order of teaching actually. And this is being practiced throughout the whole world in the modern education system. So it has its advantages, it saves times, makes life easy, and but disadvantages is if like we are not being presented the truth, and then we might be misled actually. So in this case, we have to see the, in terms of understanding, we have to see the logic, we have to be open-minded, and no we should debate, and then only the things should be accepted actually. This also, this will lead to the understanding the newer and newer things actually. So now coming to this, why this modern science, scientific theories, they are being revised regularly. Like you consider the case of this the superconductivity theory actually. So superconductivity theory actually initially, like we have studied in the schools, electron, they repel. But when this superconductivity phenomena in the year 1911, it was discovered, and there the resistance practically becomes zero. So how to explain? And so now new theory was proposed, BCS theory, and there what we regard ki these electron rather are repelling each other, they start attracting each other. Okay, so so means this is just one example I'm giving actually. This modern scientific theories, they are being revised and revised, and it will continue. Why it will continue? Yeah, we can see from the next slide. Why it will continue forever? Because nature has put limitations on us. Like consider the case seeing. We can see only between like 4,000 to 8,000 angstrom. So, so there's a limitation on our seeing. Similarly, there is limitation on our hearing capacity. We can hear only between 20 to 20,000 hertz. So we cannot hear less than more than this limit, and we cannot see less than more than these limits. So this is the basic reason actually we have limited sense perceptions. So with the limited sense perception, we cannot visualize everything. So with this limited sense perceptions, of course, we are bound to commit mistake. We are bound to commit mistake, and once we commit mistake, then we will be in illusion, and once we will be in illusion, we will be misrepresenting the thing actually. And okay, so this is like you can see this optical illusion here. What I have seen shown here, that can you people count how many white or black dots are there? You just focus anywhere, you will be seeing there's these dots are becoming black and white, black and white. So this is optical. So this like so many these we must have seen so many these optical illusions examples actually. So so there is no doubt our sense perception is limited, and we are bound to commit mistakes, be in illusion, and misrepresent. So this is the main reason why these modern scientific theories, they are revised regularly, and what I was saying, it will be revised forever actually. Okay, so like here, just this in the starting of the 20th century, one scientist he did the experiment. He put inverted lenses, and what happened actually that initially it was very difficult for him to adjust with the inverted glasses actually, inverted glasses. And but after some times, what happens, he adjusted well, and he started riding on bicycles while wearing the inverted glasses actually. So the point what I'm trying to say means our mind also is also adjust quickly with the surroundings. Uh, okay, just a minute. Just okay. So it means it's also adjust with the surroundings, and then we cannot rely so much on our mind also. Okay. So now this is this slide shows why means what is the difficulty of the modern science in explaining the means or coming bringing us to the reality. So this is the this pie chart is shown here that out of total 100% of the universe compositions, only 4% is normal matter, and 96% is antimatter. What do we mean by antimatter? Antimatter means what we cannot approach actually. That what we call as the dark matter, dark energy actually. So we can access only 4% of the normal matter. So 96% is out of our reach actually. And of course, if we are honest, then we can admit that we are struggling to explain this normal matter phenomena taking in place in the normal matter state actually. We are not able to explain the whole things. Like I gave the example of superconductivity actually. We are adjusting the things. Then what about the 96% actually, which is dark matter, or which we say as the antimatter? Antimatter means they are antimatter. The definition is very simple. They are out of our reach actually, or what we say the we cannot define in terms of the solid, liquid, gas, plasma, all these type of states actually. So what we call as the dark matter, and this um, composition is being given in terms of the gravitational field experienced in the outer space by the galaxies, all these things to explain the gravitational field experienced. So the proclamation of the modern science to explain everything is defeated here actually, because 96% is out of our reach actually. So this we have to accept actually. Okay, so the rectification or the means of anything, starting from the personal to the any scientific things, is to be honest, to accept the limitations, to accept the lacunas, and then see where the gaps are there, address those gaps, and propose the new theories related to addressing those gaps, and then doing the experiments, and then accepting. So this will lead us to the higher understanding. Okay, so now of course with this what means 96% is out of our reach, but the one of the axioms of the modern science is to we can explain everything. So presently the scientists they are realizing actually of course this is out of our reach, and the people are coming up that we should not claim we can explain everything. And like the title of this slide, you can see the setting science free from materialism. Okay, and these 10 what we say is the 10 dogmas in science that should be reconsidered. We just take them blindly actually, that nature is mechanic and matter is unconscious, the laws of nature are fixed, the amount of nature energy in the universe is always the same, nature has no purpose, and biological heritage actually related to like plants to produce living beings from the like chemicals, and memory is kept in the brain as material prints, mind is in the head, phenomena like telepathy are impossible, only mechanical medicine works. So these are kind of dogmas what we take in science actually, and based on that then we try to see anything, any new thing, and if it is not fitting with these dogmas, then we reject. Oh no, it is not scientific. But there we are in a checkmate state with these dogmas. Then we cannot explain. I will discuss. I will take the case studies. With these dogmas, we cannot explain the some phenomena actually. Then we are bound to consider the other theories. Okay, so now with the assumptions of the modern scientific theories, when we try to go out of our reach and try to explain living and non-living things, then we lead to very, very ridiculous type of propositions actually. Okay, when we try to explain the origin of the universe, and we fails to explain basic human trails such as morality, inspirations, compassions, means then we fail to explain the consciousness actually. Okay, what actually we are actually in term, because this consciousness is anti-material, and with the modern theories based on the matter, we cannot explain actually. So and then but once it is out of our reach, then we say these are not important. And also, of course, I will see this is very, very important. Presently it is much, much important. Why it is important? Again, for that also I'll be taking the case studies actually. So now this the means modern science means to explain the phenomena related to the consciousness, related to the human trails, morality, and so many things. The new theories are coming actually, but they are not means accepted means to the greater extent. Here I have just quoted one, the recent one. The universe may be conscious actually. So, this is the recent discussion was there actually. The scientists are proposing a proto consciousness field theory could replace the theory of dark matter, because to explain the things in the universe actually taking place, like consider the case of the Max Planck, the greatest scientist. He also pondered on this consciousness, and what he proposed, I regard consciousness as fundamental, I regard matter as derivative from consciousness. So this is very important. He proposed more than 100 before. I regard matter as derivative from consciousness, which is totally against the modern understanding based on the Darwin theory. That this we are coming from the matter, or the consciousness is coming from matter. But rather the Max Planck, he proposed matter as derivative from consciousness. And of course we will take the case studies, experimental proof for this. We cannot get behind consciousness. Everything that we talk about, everything that what we regard as existing postulates consciousness. Everything ends at the consciousness actually. What actually we are actually. So and he also means of course they no doubt he's the, like I told, he's the father of quantum mechanics. And he means gave the statement, as a man who has devoted his whole life to the most clear-headed science to study the matter, I can tell you as a result of my research about atoms this much: there is no matter as such. There is no matter as such. It relates back to his proposition ki I regard matter as derivative from consciousness, and all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force which brings the particles of an atom to vibrations and hold this most minute solar system of the atom together. We must assume behind this for the existence of a conscious and intelligent mind, and this mind is the matrix of all matter. So like yeah, means some of you might be familiar with this nowadays. This intelligent design theory is coming, and in the US is that this is in the school that theory is also taught. That might be coming in India also. Okay, that by seeing the arrangement in the name, I mean, so perfectly the things are arranged in nature, it cannot come by chance. There is a intelligence behind it. It makes sense also. That what we call as the intelligent design theory actually. So that what was proposed by Max Planck more than 100 years before, but somehow it is it's not coming now. Coming this Tesla, one of the another greatest scientist actually. And he also realized the importance of studying the matter antimatter things, and he proposed, the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. Very big statement. Like the what we are just neglecting today's and we are just saying this is not scientific, and this This is not required to study. This is just let's just leave that. But this is means we'll see that is also science actually. But we are leaving, and once we will focus on that aspect, certainly there will be tremendous progress. Not only in the like science, in the social, in the cultural field also, and more harmony will come into the whole world actually. That will see the case studies. So now with the modern scientific methods, we cannot understand high dimensional things like why we are in this world. This is a valid question actually. We should ask actually why we are here actually, and what is the purpose of life, what is the purpose of this world, etc. And why everyone is bound to die, what happens after death, why one takes birth in rich family, why one takes birth in the poor family, why I suffer from diseases, but I don't want misery, but they comes. So these are valid questions actually. But presently, what is happening? We are ignoring, and with the means by neglecting these things, then we go in so many type of depressing type of states actually, because these are valid questions. As a scientist, as a technologist, as I put in my third slide, one of the proposition of the science is to see the discover newer things, and to give the theories, and to explain the unresolved things actually. So these questions are there, they should be addressed actually, which we cannot just ignore this part actually. So once we ignore these type of things, and we set our goals based on our understanding, what happens, what is shown here in the slide, like the player, he's thinking that the goal post is he's imagining goal post that side, but uh, means opposite to the actually where the goal post is there, and he's scoring goal and goal and goal actually. And but what is the result of his whole hard labor? Result is zero result actually. He's just wasting his efforts actually. That's what is happening here. So once we ignore all these high dimensional type of things, and we set our aim and goal in the life, then what happens, and we work hard throughout life, what happens, finally we get depressed, we get dejected, rejected. Okay, that type, whole type, because we are not actually fixing our goal properly. Okay, so now, so what is the result of ignoring these problems, ignoring and their solutions? Like you just see here, the one of the like the means based on this modern scientific theories, everything is matter, and that's all. And only this life is there, thus enjoy as much. And so why this slogan is coming, just do it, means just enjoy as much as you want. There is only this life. And but then earlier this slogan was there, just do it. And presently the new slogan is coming, don't think, just do it. What does it mean? This is coming from when we just not realizing our true identity. And by ignoring this, and when we are trying to go for so-called enjoyment, and various problems are coming. Just see this figure actually. Drug use is directly indirectly responsible for more than 1 crore death each year. So this is too much. Now nowadays we are of course we are worried about this present pandemic. And but means just see this drug use is just means trying to go for so-called enjoyment. And smoking, alcohol, drugs use, this also leading to the more than 1 crore death. And so, and the most disturbing factor is that the more than half of these people who are dying due to this alcohol or drugs overdose are younger people, less than 50 years actually. So it means with this uh, means with this present understanding, we are risking too much ourselves actually. Okay, so and means like just see this Japanese Nobel Prize winner scientist Negishi. Means in USA he was found just means wandering in a confused state. and his wife was was found dead in the nearby his car actually. He was totally confused actually, and he was one of the brightest chemistry minds. Okay, but by ignoring all these things, where we are leading up, the finally we are just confused, like the another case, the Boltzmann's greatest scientist actually, greatest scientist, and he proposed the theories, the atomic theories actually, and he was the people criticized, as I told earlier in the earlier slides, and so he was he was so much depressed, and he hanged himself actually. So and this mental health actually, like presently to be precise, this is the like world estimate. I've given the reference also, like more than 10% of the whole world populations, means near about 80 crore people, they are being suffering due to this mental health disorder. So this means yeah, this is a very big very big problem actually, very big problem, and we'll see how we can address. We'll just touch actually. So what actually is happening? So this all these drugs use, alcohols, and all this, it's not just it's not related to the, like in some poor country this is taking place, rather it's taking, particularly it is taking place in the developed countries. I just quoted there's American statistics, uh, how much people are being affected with this all these drugs, alcohols, and all these type of things actually. So no doubt America is the richest or the most developed country in the whole world actually. And so, and the number there is so staggering actually, like 21 million Americans, the whole population of the US is near about 35 crores actually, and 21 means two is near 2 crores actually. Okay, so and they are being means they are uh, affected due to this addictions, all these type of things actually, and this alcohol, drugs abuse, this alcohol and drugs addictions cost near about 600 billion US dollar every year. So from economic point of view, the present science and technology runs based on economic actually. So from economic point of view also means this is bringing so much means is affecting the economy like anything actually. Okay, so so that means though here in the right side, what I've shown, that this lady is taking care the golden cage, means very nicely, but she's just ignoring the parrots inside actually. And what actually is happening, ultimately the parrot is means dead, and but just she's just concerned with the cage. So that's what is happening presently actually. We are missing something. We'll try to address what we are missing actually. So okay, so means with our modern scientific theory, we cannot address the anti-material things, as I told. Then where lie the solutions? So let us see some anti-material science theories, where means where uh, this can be there. Where these things can be addressed actually. So. I'll start with the some case study, like case studies which are challenges for the modern science, like the Darwin, he proposed there's evolution theories, like we have come from matter. Initially men were means like men have come from like the monkeys, all these type things, and there is no means consciousness can be derived from the matter actually. So now, okay, this is the case of I'm starting the case studies actually. which then we will go to the anti-material science, how to explain, how to means try to address these things both from the modern scientific theory point of view and the anti-material science point of theory actually. So this is a well documented case. So it means it became very very popular during the time of Mahatma Gandhi also, and he also means this case of Miss Shanti Devi. She was able to remember her past life actually, and then means Mahatma Gandhi he means constituted a commission also is and this was accepted with the whole this experimental verifications. It was concluded yes means this girl this lady means remembers the previous life actually. Okay, and so now this is not only the one case. You take the case this Professor Ian Stevenson in the 1960s. He was from the University of Virginia. He was sent to India to study the rebirth cases. He didn't believe in rebirth, and he was very reluctant, but as a matter of his duty he came, and starting from 1960s, and he died in the year 2007. He spent his whole life related to this rebirth cases actually. He systematically he examined, and then he accounted the various aspects coming under these rebirth cases. So and but present this is well documented from last 50 years, but this is being ignored. And one of the this famous scientist, Dr. Harold Leif, in the Journal of Nervous and Mental Disease, he proposed, he commented, either Dr. Stevenson is making a colossal mistake by proposing that supporting the rebirth cases, or he will be known as the Galileo of the 20th century. So means these statements hints towards the significance of studying these cases scientifically and just not ignoring this. So Dr. Stevenson not only considered one or two cases, he recorded 3,000 cases he documented actually, and it's not a small number. And presently also his students, his group is studying all these cases. So now this with the modern scientific theories based on like the consciousness has come from matter, we cannot touch these aspects, these rebirth cases. So to be frank, so modern science is just ignoring because they cannot touch this aspect actually. Okay, so but excuse cannot be the means or ignoring cannot be the justifications for all these things, because sometimes they are very, very critical. We'll see the next slides. Now here these things I hope we understand ki we cannot touch these rebirth cases. I've just chosen one case, one particular we can say experiment. This is experiment. These are being documented. These are being verified scientifically, experimentally, and modern science not able to explain how to explain that, how the people remember the past life actually. They are being depending on different customs. They are being either the body is burnt or the buried, person is gone. And so now let us see, can we address this based on the anti-material science, based on like anti-material Indian science. Okay, and I will see the same approach what we are using for the modern science. So now here I am just taking this I hope this is a very famous verse from the this Bhagavad Gita. Devasmin yatha dehe komaram yomnam jara tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tattana muyate. So I'm just reading the translation. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. So this is, we can say, let us say this is one of the hypotheses, one of the propositions, like we in the modern science we propose. So so this is one let us say one axioms. Now can we relate, go back and relate whether this axiom, whether this axiom proves or have some experimental proof. As I've shown the previous cases to explain these rebirth cases, they are explained very easily, no problem, no problem. So this thing is explained, and of course I will see these propositions not only explain the rebirth, rather it explains so many other aspects also. Okay, so and it will also means we'll see the implications, like it will what it will lead us to. It will solve so many complicated problems what the world is facing today. And okay, so this is not we are just we are not just saying okay, just believe in this, relate experimentally, don't believe. Okay, this is okay now. Okay, so now with this understanding, like it will lead us of course uh, means it will make life easier also to see the life. I'll come back to this slide later on. And so now here I just want to say one thing, just by seeing some theories, we just blindly reject, but that doesn't make us one a scientist. Like science means which discuss the solution of a general problem, and the solution is applicable, and the solution should be applicable all time, place and circumstance. And only a fool, not a scientist, will only disregard a scientific theory by citing that the theory has originated in certain place or by certain class of people. Now consider the case of the modern science. Whether the scientific theory is coming from USA, Germany, Sweden, wherever, but we just see its applicability, and we are not concerned from where it is coming. But in this ultimate science, unfortunately that type of thing is happening, what is blocking us to understand the higher things. Okay, so now okay, now here it's not this somehow we Indian people are missing this we are not paying attention to our this ancient Indian science. But I'll just go through the case, some means accept like case studies of some famous philosopher and scientist, what is their view about ancient Indian science. Okay, so take the case of Max Muller, what he commented about ancient Indian science. If I were asked under what sky the human mind has most fully developed, some of its choice gifts has most deeply pondered on the greatest problem of life and has found solution, I should point to India. Okay, this is Max Muller, the means a celebrated German scholar actually. And this Henry David Thoreau, I mean this famous American thinker, what he means he has said about the ancient Indian science. Whenever I have read any part of the Vedas, I have felt that some unearthly and unknown light illuminated me. In the great teaching of the Vedas, there is no touch of sectarianism. It is of all ages, climes and nationalities, and is the royal road for the attainment of the great knowledge. When I read it, I feel that I am under the spangled heavens of a summer night actually. Okay, so that's these are the greatest scientists, thinkers actually. Like see the case what the greatest scientist Albert Einstein has commented. I have made the Bhagavad Gita as the main source of my inspiration and guide for the purpose of scientific investigations and formation of my theories. So, and this Huxley, he was nominated 6 times for Nobel Prize. What he commented: the Bhagavad Gita is the most systematic statement of spiritual evolution of endowing a value to mankind. It is one of the most clear and comprehensive summaries of perennial philosophy ever revealed, and its enduring value is subject not only to India but to all of humanity. And Mahatma Gandhi, no doubt about that, means consider the time, means more than 100 years before, means 30, 40, 50 crores people, just means no communication, nothing. Whole India was after Gandhiji. And so practically he was handling, means, and what he commented means, when doubt found me, when disappointment stare me in the face, when I see not one ray of hope on the horizon, I turn to Bhagavad Gita and find a verse to comfort me, and I immediately begin to smile in the midst of overwhelming sorrow. Those whose those who meditate on Gita will derive fresh joy and new meanings from it every day. And Niels Bohr, okay, of course, majority of us are from physics, I hope. And everybody knows, like he's also means one of the, like, we can he's also regarded one of the like founding father of quantum theory. And what he means, what he commented, I go into Upanishads to ask questions. What I means, this Robert Oppenheimer, also father of atomic bomb, means what he commented, he means he commented, access to the Vedas is the greatest privilege this century may claim over all previous centuries. So these people are not a blind believer or some dogmatic type of persons. They are greatest scientists. They are analyze. They are seeing the applicability. They are the theories and the consequences, and then they are commenting actually. Okay, and Heisenberg, another founding father of quantum mechanics, and he commented, quantum theory will not look ridiculous to people who have read Vedanta. And Schrodinger, he's the actual like we can say the again the founding father of quantum mechanics. And he also attributed that this all this, because what the quantum theory propositions are there, it's out of reach, or out to, it's difficult to comprehend, but they derived all inspirations from the ancient Indians science actually, Vedic knowledge actually. And but somehow means we take that as not science but rather something else. So now, okay, now as I told, okay, we'll see some, okay, how these simple one propositions I've taken, okay, that the actual composition of our cells is soul, not body, and the soul from one body to another body it moves. Let us see means what type of puzzles it solves actually. Okay, this only one we are assuming one thing, but in the case of the modern science we have seen 10 what we were calling as the like 10 assumptions actually. So let us just see one by one, like these case studies, this, like here this Professor Stevenson group, they have done the case studies like for the rebirth cases. And here if some of you will be interested, I can share the link actually, like so these case studies for the the ladies, means the rebirth case. The lady took means took birth again, means in the like name is the Monsor and the Suzanne Ganem. And they means they tried to relate with the facial features, and they were resembling actually from one life to the another life actually. And so this is a kind of puzzle. What means these theory, these experimental facts were presented. They were not addressed from the like for Professor Stevenson. Later on, this means they also consider the Indians ancient science, and it is explained actually. If we consider that actual composition of our cell is soul, yes, soul moves from one body to another body, and soul affects the matter. And so as the one of the proposition that the matter is coming from soul, then this is explained actually. So this is what I'm saying, this is one of the case studies that it is this one puzzle is explained. Okay, now consider this case. This is a very very touching case actually, very touching case. There's Anne Frank. Anne Frank means she was Jew in the previous life, and in the next life she took rebirth as Barbara Carlin. We might have, means some of us might have studied this in the this is coming in the schools nowadays. So in the previous life, Anne Frank was means was she took birth in Jew family, and she was put in the concentration camps before World War II, and she died there. And the next life, she took birth as Barbara Carlin in the Christian family. Okay, so and this whole why this whole thing was going on that time? Ki, like based on the superior race, ki that Jews are inferior, that type, this type of things. But if the scientifically these rebirth cases would have been analyzed, then this problem would not have come. Ki based on the nationality, based on the religion, based on race, ethnic affiliations, gender, then if scientifically this is being discussed, this is being taught, this is being established, then this will solve all the problems. And frankly, in present world, the problem related to the religion, problem related to the nationality, race, ethnic affiliations, male females relations, they are the they are the, I will say, more than 90%, they consume more than 90% problems actually. And but this one considerations, when we scientifically see the cases, ki our actual composition is soul, not body, and this soul not necessarily it will be in one particular religion. I can be born in another religion next life, and maybe I was in another. So that means when we scientifically analyze and when we scientifically consider, then of course we will stop and will think what we are doing, what we are how we are moving ahead, and how we are setting our goals. And so this will certainly give new understanding to us. And of course, like with this again another case, like we know that in some childs, they are exceptional, means they are exceptionals. And and how to explain why some children like in the same family, and and it's not that parents are they are excellent or they are very intelligent. Means sometimes it happens ki, like in an ordinary family, a very brilliant child comes, like consider the case of the Einstein. His parents were not so what we say, the higher caliber type of scientist, but he's one of the greatest scientists actually. So but how to explain, but why one person is taking birth in a very poor family, why one taking birth in the very rich family? One struggles throughout life to just earn that means bread actually, and one is just so this all these type of things also can be explained when we consider no, not assuming actually. These are the case studies what we are means these are the case studies. I'm just not saying just okay, just okay, I'm saying just for time being just assume these. Rather I'm doing other way in this case with the experiment, then I'm bringing the theory. So these are the experimental proof actually of the theories, the actual composition of our what is our actual composition of our cells actually. Now here again means some of the cases out of 3000 cases, what Professor Stevenson, he has reported that the soul is going from one gender to the another gender in the from one life to another life. Like persons, they are in one life, if they are in the male body, in the next life they are going to the women body. And so these cases are being reported, like the case of these Japanese soldiers. Okay, and so means these names are there, these cases are there, they are being reported, documented, verified. And so then this will explain all types of present means this why different types of gender disorder types of problems are coming into picture. So just try to see only one considerations is solving so many things, but unfortunately we are ignoring actually. But but as a scientist, we have to choose the scientific method based on faith in our intelligence. Yeah, we have to start not just blind faith. However, we reject carelessly the teachings of some of the greatest anti-material scientists who are proposing the basic composition of our cells as soul, not the body, like the Ramanacharya, Madhvacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prophet Muhammad, Jesus Christ. We are just okay, no, this not science actually. But real scientist means not rejecting the proposed theories, rather means just doing the experiment, seeing whether it makes sense. And this follower of this anti-material scientist, the Vedic scientist, they have really experienced the truth, what the theory is proposed. It's not just blindly this thing is there actually, but the starting point of element of faith is the same in this case also, and the modern science also. Okay, whether we accept the means material science or the material science or anti-material science, the starting faith, the requirement of starting faith is same actually. And now coming to this, the some means I will just talk about 2-3 slides about the author means as I told, how the theories are accepted. Yadacharati Shrestha Tata Devtaro Jana. Okay, who is the proposer of this science that matters? Like Einstein, this Einstein theory of relativity. Frankly, it's practical out of our reach to experimentally prove the postulates of special relativity, but we accept because we regard Einstein as one of the greatest scientists. Similarly, let us see the means know something about the author of ancient Indian science. So the Krishna Dev Pan Vyas or Vyasdev is the literally an incarnation of God. Okay, God. So means he is a powerful person, and he has given all these Vedic science, and means so and we have just seen one of the result of his one propositions. Actual composition of our cell is soul, and to what great extent it is solving the world problem. Only one considerations actually. And so let us see the authority of Srila Vyasdev. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it was written more than 5,000 years before. He means he is regarded one of the like incarnation of God. God means who knows past, present, and future. In more than 5,000 years, he in the Bhagavatam he proposed ki like in the beginning of Kali Yuga, the Lord will appear as the Lord Buddha. Will appear. Please see in the you can check Bhavishyati. More than 500 years before he proposed the future actually. Like as we know the modern science, the case of the Kepler's laws. What is the means? What is the means importance of Kepler's laws? Once we know the position of the planet, based on this Kepler's laws, after some time we can tell the position of the planet where it will be. What means we can tell the future. That's what we say. The theory tells us about, and that makes it science actually. So now he in this case also see the author, not ordinary author, be careful. He's also proposing the future actually. In the like the Lord will appear as Lord Buddha, son of Anjana, in the province of Gaya, just for the purpose deluding those who are envious of the faithful theist. Okay, so this is another subject. Means what was the purpose of all these things? But this tells about the authority of the proposer of ancient Indian science. So now as this famous Indian and the famous this world scientists, they have quoted this ancient Indian science is not sectarian. It doesn't relate with the one particular section of or one particular region of people. Rather, it relate with all, not only to human being, rather to all type of living beings. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, this shloka is there. Like the translation reads like this: it should be understood that all species of life of son of Kunti are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed giving father for all living beings. Okay, so this is bringing the universal brotherhood, what we are claiming, what one of the proposition of the United Nations actually. So so this the theory is not only to related to one particular region actually. Okay, so and now of course I will touch other part also in the name of this Indian Vedic science. So many other things are going on. I'll just try to touch that one. I'm just 5-6 slides more are there. So so now scientists, how the real scientists they relate. Consider today's case, we go for conference, whatever we see the new development, the theories we discuss, we doesn't hang around our understanding, we see the new light, we accept, and then that's what lead to development of science. So this one does the professor Harvey Cox from Harvard University. Means I'm just reading what means this slide lead to the how a real scientist, whether they are material scientist or anti-material scientist, how they interact. When I visited India, I was thankfully received by everyone there, including the sages and holy men, and I was asked to share my tradition with them. I spoke to them as a Christian about what Jesus Christ means to me, and about what his teaching has to offer to the world. They listened attentively and gratefully. Their only complaint, as I recall, was that I had not spoken long enough. This is a sign of the real scientist. It's not if something is coming from one section of people. Oh, I don't want to hear. Oh, this is that. Please means we have to see as a, if we claim ourselves the real logician, real scientist, we have to see the logic actually. So and so this is the whether it is material science or anti-material science, we have to approach the things in this way actually. So so now means why I'm presenting this means majority of us is students. What is the importance of this related to the student community? Of course everybody, but particularly to students. So now this is the Professor Lisa Miller. Okay, she did studies, and she has published this paper. I've just quoted this one. What she is concluding, in the spiritual child, the people who are following the spiritual aspects of life, what she's saying, she explained the clear scientific link between spirituality and health, and shows that children who have a positive active relationship with spirituality are 40% less likely to use and abuse drugs, alcohol, those type of things. As I told, more than 1 crore persons are dying because of these drugs, all these type of things. Okay, so so this 40% reductions, too much. This once we bring spiritual aspect into our life, and are 60% less likely to be depressed, which is one of the biggest problem today. So this because why this depression, this type of things is coming, because we are neglecting the main part of our life, and certainly this will lead us to the depressed state actually. Okay, so so this anti-material science means it can bring so much positivities. It can solve some means the major problems of the world, particularly the student, of course, everybody. So now and this is being realized. People throughout the world, they are being means realizing, and it hopefully this will come into the means student community. This aspect is will also come for youth development. Okay, so now there are some challenges and some opportunities of anti-material science. What are the challenges? It can define purpose of life, hence avoid depression, confusion, addictions. Once we know our actual things actually, what is the meaning of life, and we can decide our goal like that, and then certainly our state of mind will be different, and it can avoid fighting the name of caste, race, and religion. I hope we can appreciate this point. Once we expect the true identity of ourselves, we can check misuse of religion for some ulterior motives. Okay, and resolves the non-existence issues, and rather connect the teachings of Vedas, Holy Quran, and Holy Bible. Rather, we can see the once we know the true identity, we can see the connectivity. And frankly, from means as per my understanding, there is zero confusion. What we say, the interference. I mean, so these this Holy Quran and Bibles, they are regarded as the graduate studies, and the Vedas, they are regarded as the postgraduate studies. There no conflict, because the Vedas, they start from the soul platforms, and the Holy Quran and Bibles, they are what my as per my understanding, they are bringing us to the soul platform. Okay, so there's a whole connectivity is there actually, and can point out misinterpretation of anti-material science and check spread of fraud spiritualist, which is biggest challenge actually. Once we are scientifically analyzing, scientifically verifying, then we can check as fraud spiritualist also. Okay, and like here I will just take one case.
Dr. Paul,
This
Dr.
so
Paul,
just
sorry to interrupt. How long will it take, sir?
just 2-3 minutes, sir. 2-3 minutes.
Sure, sure. Please go ahead.
Okay, so this is just the misuse of this anti-material science, particularly to Indian scenario, like this caste-based discriminations. But see the in these ancient Indian science propositions. The here the what is there? This caste systems are coming based on guna and karma, not from birth. But what the misapplication of this science, what is leading to means all type of problems are coming. You go to any part of the world, these four divisions, the intelligent class, the military class, the mercantile class, the labor class, they are there. As I told, science means which is applicable everywhere, irrespective time, place, and circumstance. So this justifies the scientific aspect of this things actually. And so I the big scientists, means experimentalists, they have accepted, they have not accepted blindly actually. And this is this understanding only, it can again remove so much of the problems of our society. And so now, as I told, there are so many frauds are also there in the name of spiritualist. But fraud is not only there in the anti-material science. Frauds are taking place in the material field also. Like this is the publication of Nature publication. So Nature publication, you just see here, in the Germany in the year 2011, they were trying to verify some for some coming to the some medicines. They were trying to verify some publications actually, and more than 75% of published findings could not be validated. What does it mean? 75%? It means 75% were fraud in the name of science actually. Similarly, in America also, this only 11% could be confirmed, means 89% were fraud actually. The big publications which goes for Nobel Prize considerations actually. So means what I'm trying to say, the fraud can take place, means in the material field, it can take place in the anti-material field also. Okay, so but once like in the next slide, this in the science, so many these frauds are being reported and actions are being taken. Similarly, in the in the case of like anti-material science field also, people who are claiming to be spiritualist, they misrepresent the scientific field, and but that is due to the not scientifically analyzing, establishing, and proving the theories like what we are doing in the case of this modern science actually. And now here I will just give one clue actually. This is my second last slide. How we can be sure about the knowledge, whether we are receiving proper knowledge actually. As it's shown, if the knowledge is coming from the proper source, then we can be sure, yes, knowledge is proper actually. Okay, so that's what again is given in the our this in this Bhagavad Gita is proposed. If it is coming in the teacher to student like that succession, it will, we can be sure about this one. So now I've just quoted some of the means like what my talk has been based on this some of these references. some of the books. Life Comes from Life, The Journey of Self-Discovery, The Science of Self-Realization, Bhagavad Gita. These all books are being written by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And what is the authority of Swami Prabhupada? As I just told, is means this he is coming to the relating to the original proposer like Vyasadeva. Okay, and so if the knowledge is coming in a proper manner, then we can be sure, yes, yeah, we can be sure about the authenticity of the knowledge. It's not anybody means like I start claiming I propose some theory, it has no meaning. Because any person can come up with any theories. Why then I should accept his or her theory? It should be authentic, it should be verified, and authority should accept this. Then only the theory should be accepted. And so the finally conclusion, I'll just summarize as I try to emphasize this anti-material science, what we call the high dimensional science, certainly will try to help not only to understand this our present matter-based science, also rather we can go beyond this and we can address some unresolved things, and it will brings harmonies, all these type of things. So with this thing, I'll thank everybody for paying attentions. If anybody want to communicate, this is my email ID. Please feel free. I'll try to answer. So that's all from my side. Thank you, Professor Xavier, for.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Dear participants, Dr. Pawan Kumar took us through a journey of material science through the axioms of outstanding renowned scientists and their discoveries and theories. Then he took us to the anti-material science as a solution to human problem. Once I was told, when and where the science ends, the religion begins. Dr. Pawan Kumar has ultimately highlighted and inspired us to look into the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, which have inspired hundreds and thousands of men and women all over the world, particularly the scientific community. His final conclusion being, post-materialist paradigm has far-reaching implications which might challenge many of us and question our belief system and understanding of scientific knowledge. I'm sure you, my dear participants, have quite a number of questions to ask. I request Dr. Pawan Kumar an answer and give his valuable answers.
Yeah, please.
This Q&A session will be conducted by Dr. Banita, who is also an alumna of NIT Rourkela. Over to Professor Banita.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Participants, if you have any questions, please drop your questions in our chat box. No need. You ask. How we can interlink higher dimensions? Ask. No questions. What will ask?
Dr. Pawan Kumar,
Yeah, sir.
I have a question.
Sir, please.
You're talking about the reincarnation,
Sir.
and this study is made with few examples,
Yeah,
even in terms of the person's name.
sir.
I would like to know whether the person themselves, okay, you quoted one of our Indian lady, Miss Devi. I would like to know whether they are able to recall to their mind what they were in the previous Janma or
Yeah.
previous life, or the scientists who have made study on them are able to identify the previous life that they have, if it were to be true.
What means I go in detail means Professor Stevenson.
Yes.
He was, as I told, he was very reluctant actually, and because concerning this field, it's not so. But when means he tried to, because of course during his course of these examinations, some fake cases also came. So he considered the in terms of verifying those cases of rebirth. Of course it start when somebody is claiming that they remember the previous life. Then various considerations are taken to account how to verify whether the claim is genuine or the claim is fake also. Okay, so in relation to that, they did their studies, and then they if I'm correct, means they discarded some cases also what were means people were claiming they remember actually. So I can means this in the University of Virginia, this now one whole professor group has come, and they are moving ahead, and I can share that link if you want, that what particular, so and as this uh, professor this contribution, if we means to establish, so this is being accepted actually, this based on these scientific aspects verifying. Now people are this scientific community who are working, they don't have any doubt about this actually. They don't have any doubt about, rather they are moving ahead actually. I didn't, because the presentation would have become too lengthy, and people have come up very means new types of propositions in terms of explaining the consciousness. Of course this is scientifically means the consider the persons, and one case was there, if I remember, that this in Syria, one case was there actually, that the child means he pointed like this came 2-3 years back actually. This became big issue. That purpose, the child was claiming that in the last life I was murdered actually, and then from child point of view it looks just fixes. Oh, he might be telling something. Then he took to the position where his body was buried. When it was means, from there the body was dug up, and then man means it was matched with the DNAs of the families what he was claiming actually, or the previous life. It matched with those family, and then also he also told who was the killer, and and he pointed in the whole that there's people who gathered there. He pointed also the person who the killer was there. He pointed that, and then he didn't accept. But later on he was means punished also. So these things are coming. I mean, these are verified scientifically, and of course this requires a great deal of scientific considerations. As I try to touch, so many fraud thing can also come up with this one. Sir, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Sir.
Dr. Banita, you can
Hello.
ask.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Pavan, sir,
Yeah.
there is a question. What is the past life regression from the participants? What is the past life regression?
Yeah, a past life regression means the person's like if I remember this my previous lives, and I'm quoting the previous things. Okay, I'm quoting the
Yes, sir.
previous things, and then what we call as the like you consider the case of this. Yeah, you are able to see my slides now. I'm moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Consider the case of Shanti Devi actually, and in the previous life she was Lugdi Devi, and she means she took birth in Delhi, And she was telling about means a previous life in Mathura, small child. That time means not so easy to moving, because nowadays it is easy. And she means she was recalling all those type of things. That what we call as the regression actually. So now here this actually this is a side point. She didn't marry also. Well, she was saying, yeah, I'm already married. She and people like this whole commission which was sent by Mahatma Gandhi, and they tried to bluff also the little Shanti Devi. The means they pointed toward the previous life husband. This is your son, and but she, no, this is not my this one. So this is all the other aspects. So if some of you are interested, I can share the
Yes.
presentation. You can look into deep into
Yeah.
this one actually. Okay, this part.
Thank
So
you,
I
sir.
try to combine
Yeah.
so many things actually.
Yeah, thank you, sir. The next question by our participants: why only people remember about their previous birth? Why not all? Why only few people remember
Yeah,
about their previous birth?
yeah. That this Professor Stevenson, they considered that point also. What the point they are coming up, and they have given like means they concluded the persons who have died what we say as the means who have mostly abnormal death,
Yes.
they have taken means this rebirth actually, like the case of this Shanti Devi. She died after giving birth to the child actually, after one means 10-15 days actually. So we can say a premature death type of things. So well, that's what actually I'm just touching one aspect. It's a whole field actually. If we scientifically move, we can see why this type of thing is coming into picture actually. What means what is leading up. So many aspects can be touched actually. I'm just touching one point actually. Yeah, it's but what they
Yes,
have
yes.
concluded based on their all these 3,000 cases, majority was like who died the abnormal death in the previous life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next question, sir. Is there any role of time in higher dimensional science?
Yeah, the very good point. Very good point. Like
Yeah. Right.
this this point is considered actually, like in the means I have papers. I was going through with this one time. Then time has no meaning. Once we go that the soul is moving from one body to another body, because now I'm young, I'm old, again I'm young, I old. Then yeah, that is one of the outcome. Maybe we have to relook the time aspect also. That is there. Yeah,
Yes.
full paper is there. People mean because that aspect also comes. And let me share one thing. This majority of the people who are like there is a whole this near death experience. You NDE, very hot field, and just you type NDE, whole things will come. The persons who are means there are so many cases. A person is means is unconscious, and person is able to tell like if the operation is going on the 7th floor, and his or her relatives are sitting on the ground floor,
Yes, sir.
and he is able to tell what they are discussing.
Yes.
And so that means when the people are able to recall previous one, they are
Yeah.
blissful. They come in. They are more peaceful. They are in more happier state, more calm type of things. So yeah, that
Okay.
is there actually.
That,
That time aspect. So why this one of the slide was there. That
okay.
what I put actually. Who is
Uh,
afraid of death?
yes,
Are you
yes,
able
sir.
to see this one?
Yes, yes.
Who's afraid of life after death? Huh? Because this is also, yes, of course,
Yes.
we cannot be fool actually. But this will help us actually. This will enlarge our vision. We will not be so
Yes.
much disturbed actually. But of course, disturbance will be there. But of
Yes.
course, our vision will be larger. Yeah. Please, any other point?
Yeah. Yeah. Next question, sir. How exactly does this just a minute, sir. How exactly does the soul transmigrate from one body to another? how exactly does this soul transmigrate from one body to another?
Okay. Yeah, means here I don't regard myself as specialist in this known antimaterial things.
Yeah.
Yeah, means the transmigrate in the one body to the another, like yeah, it enters into the like womb of the mother. Yeah, and there, of course, everybody has this one. Whole body is there. If soul is not there, body has no meaning. Body has no meaning. If like
Yes.
then what is missing actually? The soul is soul enters. Soul is like as some of the like a person asks about time. Similarly, like the movement also, it can it can move so fast also. That is also
Yes.
another considerations.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
that
sir.
part is also there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question, sir. Sir, you said that mathematics has its limitations and in understanding higher physics. As you said, if only spiritualism and metaphysics only can unveil further more in modern science, then why didn't it happen? Just a minute, sir. Why didn't it happen yet?
No. Means please. Okay, let me see. Let me. I think the slide will speak actually.
Yeah.
Please try to see the connections. I'm not separating material and anti-material science. Rather, I'm trying to combine together. Okay, you just see here. Yeah. So this.
Yes.
Yeah. Means. Yeah. I think. Oh, okay. Eh, yeah. Here. These the philosophers, the scientist. What he's saying, I have made Bhagavad Gita as the main source of my inspiration guide for the purpose of scientific investigations. Albert Einstein is giving mathematical equations. So no contradictions actually. Rather, we are getting means newer inspirations to explain the unresolved things actually. So means please don't see that yeah, means what I'm saying, mathematical these things, the one of the axioms we can explain everything in terms of language of mathematics. Not possible actually, not possible
Yeah.
because but means with the like of course let me tell one thing. There's a classical mechanics, there's a quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics can
Yes.
explain the phenomena which are explained by classical mechanics.
Yes.
Anti-material science is there, it can explain the material science also, matter-based science. But matter-based science cannot explain the anti-material science.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a connection. Please, yeah,
Yeah. So one more question, sir.
yeah.
Can one remember the detail of not the previous birth, but two births before?
Yeah, yeah. Personally, I would like not to remember actually. Because then I'll be confused like anything. then
And
then I will be okay. I was just joking. Let me say. I mean, this here comes the nature arrangement.
yes,
It's a great favor on us that we don't remember our previous life by nature. And so I was saying there is a intelligent design theory. It's not the things
yes,
are not coming by chance actually. There's the whole means reason is there. So if we say we remember previous or previous to previous life, then we are gone actually. Let us say in previous life I was a dog or I was some animal.
yes, yes, yes,
So whole complication will be there. Please. So this is a great favor on us by nature actually.
yes, yes.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Sir, one participant is requesting for to get the paper what you have presented. Can I get the paper, sir?
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah,
why
so they can, yeah,
so why
they
I
can
have given my this what we say
mail
mail
ID,
the
mail
last
ID. Yeah,
slide.
they can contact. Yeah,
So
they're
you
asking your paper, this
I
paper.
told also that you can
Yeah,
contact
yeah,
any one of this, and I will
yes,
just
yes,
suggest
yes,
one
sir.
thing that I studied these things and I enjoyed actually. I'll request at least means you please for your time pass study this and
Yes.
you will means you will understand newer and newer things. Okay,
Yes.
and very very scientifically they are being presented. So many things are there, and these are the online link are also there. Online link are also there, and
Yes.
you can study, you can hear also, see the scientific things actually by your own means scientific approach. Please don't apply blind belief, blind don't mean that
Yes.
type of things. I belong to this particular region, I should accept this. This is for one thing, but this is true for all type of things. And
Yeah.
means
They're asking your PPT to share. So yeah.
yeah, please, it's
Yeah.
up to you. So I will request means if students I studied a lot these things,
Yeah.
and it helped me a lot, means to see the
Yes.
life differently. So I'll
Yes.
also request
If you will share, sir, then we can send it to all the participants. I mean, those who want.
please definitely. So
Yeah. So
and my
yeah, they are
mail IDs are
requesting your PPT.
yeah
So you please kindly share with us, sir. Then we can send
yeah
it to
I
them.
can I'll share to you, and
Yeah.
this mail ID is also there, and
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They
you
can
want to
contact.
communicate
Yes.
with me.
Sir, one more question.
Yeah, please.
Materials are really connected to soul in the present world. If possible, how?
uh, as yeah as yeah it's a uh, point is there actually. What actually happens, our actual composition is soul actually. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
and based on our consciousness, based on our composition, the desires, then we get a particular type of matter, association of matter actually, or what we call a
Yes. Sir.
different type of bodies. Okay,
Yes.
actually Darwin, he studied Indian ancient science. He studied this evolution there. This 84 lakhs types of bodies are there, but he missed the soul.
Yes. Sir.
He missed the soul. He was not able to understand, so he proposed
Yes.
his theory. And this association of, so it's on our consciousness, it's on our choice. That is in our hand actually. Okay, what type of matter association we'll get, and what we can get rid of this matter at all also, what we call moksha. Okay.
Yes. Sir.
Yeah, okay, please.
Okay, so finally, thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you. I think
uh,
all the participants, they have cleared their doubts,
uh,
the questions asked by them. Thank you, sir. So
Thank you very much
finally,
to
yeah,
everyone, participants, Professor
yeah,
Banita, Professor Xavier, the management, for
yeah,
giving me chance to share my thoughts. It was
yes,
a
yes,
pleasure.
yeah.
We,
So Professor C. Vijayan, he's very senior most scientist and professor. He is also asking your presentation, sir. And he has given, it will be good if this excellent talk can be made available for viewing on YouTube and Facebook or IAPT website. IAPT, Indian Association of Physics Teachers. He is
ha-
Professor
have you
C. Vijayan.
have you recorded this
Yeah.
one? Have you recorded?
Yeah, it's recorded, so it will be available, sir. It will be available on Facebook in our Indian Academy Group of Institutions site, as well as yeah, that will be there, and I will also post it to IAPT through
Okay, okay.
Venkatesh sir or as Nagraj sir. Yeah.
Okay. Just okay.
Okay.
Just I mean,
So yeah, they are
I just
IAPT members. Yeah, thank you, sir.
thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, sir.
So
Thank you for
now
your
finally we
complete.
have come to
Yeah.
the end of our session, today's session. So now I take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks. I thank the management of Indian Academy Group of Institutions for the support rendered to us in organizing this webinar. My heartfelt thanks to Professor Pavan Kumar, the resource person of the webinar. Sir, your session was very informative, elaborative, and well explained. Sir, I am sure your session would have triggered the mindset of students, research scholars, and faculty members of various institutions. Sir, really, your talk was very excellent, and it was like not higher dimension, it is more. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
I I thank Dr. Srinidhi K. Parthasarathi, Chief Operating Officer, Indian Academic Group of Institutions, for his moral support. I thank our beloved principal, Dr. E. Saram Xavier, for his valuable guidance and support. I thank our HOD, Dr. P. Nagaraju, and faculty members of Department of Physics for their help and support. Now I thank all the participants gathering their knowledge in this platform. And I thank our system manager, Mr. Chandan, for providing technical support. Thank you, one and all.